Blue makes good shit. It's like, that's like the best USB mic you can buy. So on the setup, what I'm looking for here, I try to get my camera like as straight as possible with the machine. I kind of just eyeball it, but I also use the poles, like the bamboo poles, like that one and that one. I use those and try to keep those like as straight as possible. I also try to keep the, you can look at the Tiki that Patrick's holding and try to line that up with the holes, because basically what he's going to do is the direction he's facing is where he's going to throw. So like if he's facing that way, he's throwing straight left. So I try to line up my camera so that I can just hold forward though, and it makes the throw a little easier. So like this looks good to me on the throw. And then you just kind of inch forward. When you put Patrick, his positioning matters, like his left and right positioning. Again, just want to center him as much as possible. I use the arrows at the bottom as a little visual guide. So like, kind of, I want to go a little more to the left with Patrick. So sometimes I'll just walk up here to keep him flat and move him over. And then I'll walk backwards and go forwards again. And I use the arrows, so like I want to be able to see a little bit of it popping out between his legs. And with my back left foot, like I have 4 feet. With my left foot, I want it pretty much exactly where it is now. This might even be a little too far left, but we'll see if this works. So you put it halfway in between the arrow and halfway in between the brown line. Yes, yeah, I did PB. It was a kind of a shit one, but I did PB. I'm doing like a weird one Tiki tutorial. So the brown line that goes like in the wood on the ramp, I go in between that and the yellow arrow. So it's like almost exactly in between, right? And then like I said, you want to make sure Patrick's as much centered as possible. So pretty much look at how much of the yellow is poking out between his legs and use that as your visual cue. And then use the Tiki head and the bamboo as your visual cue here, where to throw. Like this angle looks kind of left to me, and I can tell because on the left side I can see more of the bamboo than on the right side, like way more. So if I throw this, it's probably going left. Yeah, and you see how that's sunk in on the left side? That might work. That might work, but it's like when you do throws like that, you're literally just doing a gamble. You're just guessing. You're not giving yourself the best shot possible. So, and you want to be, you know, quick about it, because you're obviously not trying to lose a fuck ton of time. Like if you spend 30 seconds setting this up, you might as well just do 2 Tiki. There's no point. So try to line this up as much as you can. If you have to, I like to run against the wall to get him flat and to center him. I'm like drifting to the right. And you just inch forward, and you want to get like halfway in between the arrows. So this part is like what you want to take your time with. So like about like this. That's pretty centered. I'm okay with this. It's not perfect, but it'll probably work. And then with SpongeBob, his throw is like, we don't know how precise the throw is, or like his bowl. We know the throw with Patrick is pretty precise, but we're not sure about this. So what I try to do, I visually like, I kind of just feel it out. I spin to get him at a good point. I walk up against the Tiki, and from above you can kind of see like one of his feet are on the platform, the other one's in the hole, right? So then what you're aiming for is the back left of the head of the Tiki. When you bowl, I move my left stick, my analog stick, towards the back of it, so that when I bowl, he puts it right in like that. That one was almost too far, which is why it popped out. But that's what you're aiming for. Like there I was pretty low, but like the lower the better. So this might not stick in, because I don't know how well my throw was, and it's kind of just like, it works sometimes, it doesn't. But as you want to get as low as you can with SpongeBob. So like there now it's going in and out of frame perfect. Sometimes if you walk on it, you can force it frame perfect like that. And then you get nane jumps like that just fucking launch you. If it's going in and out of frame perfect, you can walk on it to force it frame perfect like that. It's kind of cool. That's really it. There's not a whole lot else. If it goes in and out of frame perfect, like if it stops, or if it goes to where it's moving frame perfect but you're not getting the 30s, just spam pause and it'll start going again. Other than that, that's really all the info we have on 1 Tiki right now. Other than this jump, if you have to come back and re-bowl, you can jump like this up here on top of this flag, and you can get on top of the slide to then get the spatula underneath. That is really all that we need to know right now. So that's my setup. Again, just focus on Patrick, get him as much centered as you can. and in between this yellow arrow right here and then the brown line below it,